we highly recommend using a raised cot for these exercises, and you can see as soon as it's down, Raven wants to go right on it, and I'm going to reward her on the mat. So we want to build up her mat behavior so that she's comfortable just chilling out there. I use this in so many different ways for so many different things. We can use it for teaching her to be relaxed as guests come over. We can use it for teaching her to stay out of the way when you're cooking or when you're eating. So what we've done at school is just really built up the value for being on the mat. And so your job is to start transferring that at home. So you'll see, like, I will start moving around and then I'll come back and reward her. So say, for instance, I'm folding laundry. And I want to sit here and do my task. And then I will come by and reward my dog. You can do this by just having some treats either on you or easily accessible, so that every time you pass your dog and you pass these treats, go ahead and toss them a little something for staying on their bed. Raven likes this exercise quite a bit because she just has to hang out and look pretty while we do all the work. So you want to start putting this into practice. You can certainly use a towel or a bath mat or something else that is just a rug on the ground, but we want to make sure that we pick it up when we're done training on it and we put it down when we use it. We like and recommend the cots because it provides a very clear boundary to the dog. They're either on it or they're not. Good girl. And it's a very easy boundary for owners to watch out for, because they are either on the mat or they're not, and you can see that, right? So I'm just kind of moving around the pod. I'm going to open her door. Good. And I'm going to come back and reward her. You can see she kind of wanted to get up when I did this because she's like, oh, sweet freedom. Good. Or maybe a trip to go potty. Go ahead. And if she were to get off the mat at any point, I would just guide her back on, and I would do something, and then I'd reward her, because if she's getting up, that tells me that we're not reinforcing her often enough to keep it worth it for her to stay on this mat. Girl. Now I'm out of the pod, behind the camera. Good. I'm back and a reward. So I want to practice this where I need it. So if she goes to get off and I'm right here, I'm going to use my body pressure to keep her on. But then I'm going to take that away right away. I don't want her to be dependent on me keeping her on there, right? I want the rewards to keep her on there. So since she did get up and she did think about it and she didn't get off, she gets a cookie. If I had to put her back on, I am not going to give her a cookie right away. Whoop. So again, I'm right here. I'm going to use a little bit of my body pressure. I don't want to push totally into her space. I don't want to loom over her. I just want to say, like, oops, that's not happening. And then I'm going to back off again, because I want her to want to stay there, not because I'm pushing her there. I'm making her stay there. She's making herself stay there. And always, I reward on the mat. Your dog is working for the mat during
Yes.
this time, not for you. And then I have no food on my body.
Yes.
Hanging out.
Yes.
Moving out of the pot again. Good. It's been about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and release her. Okay. Yay, what a good girl. So good. And then when we're done, the mat comes up out of the way. So she only has access to it when we're training with it. It's a very important concept when you first start teaching this.